I'm Christian with Vision Interactive here at Dallas Digital Summit 2019 with Shelly Fagin. Thanks so much for being with us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Oh boy, so I've started in the industry. We're going on my 18th year. I started learning how to code and build websites. I'm kind of like a techie. If you ask me what I do, I usually tell people I'm a technical SEO. So. But yeah, I've been doing this for quite a while. I'm also a mom with 4 kids, so I've worked from home pretty much from the get-go. And that's my
That's great. So tell us a little bit about your talk today.
Sure. So today was on local. Most of the clients that I've worked with over the years, I've worked with a diverse amount of clients, but the biggest ones that I love to work with are local businesses. And sometimes when you hear local, you hear small business, and a lot of it is very small businesses because I love working with small business owners. But I've also, some of the clientele they're huge, but they target locally as well. So yeah, and most of my tips are featuring and targeted around local search. And again, a big part of my focus and my topic today was on going through Google My Business, some of our tips on optimizing. Can't not talk about Google My Business if you're talking about local. It's so prominent in search. And so we went through some of the latest tips and tricks and just things to pay attention to. Let me think of some good ones. So one of my tips that we've really been doing is going through and auditing our negative reviews that we get for clients, looking for ones that clearly seem a little suspicious, maybe might be from a competitor trying to sabotage our name, or maybe someone who wrongly posted on the wrong business. So it happens all the time. And so we look for inaccuracies and things within the commentary that might give clues that these are not legitimate customer and client reviews. And if we find evidence of that, we report. And so we've been successful of getting some negative reviews removed off our clients' profiles. If we're not, that's okay, because every business, they're gonna legitimately get a negative review from time to time. So I'm a little untrustworthy if a company doesn't have any negative reviews. But so that is probably one of the easiest little hacks. The other thing, and this is probably something that I'm passionate about, is helping get rid of some of the crap that's on Google Maps. We love to call it crap on the maps, but really it's all over and it's rampant. And we have just whole divisions of SEOs that do nothing but create websites geared towards lead gen, and they make tons of money selling all their leads. But as a SEO who represents actual clients and in different niches, I don't like to see our listings get pushed down from businesses that aren't real. They're not legitimate businesses. When I go and I do a search on Google and I click on a link in Google Maps and I submit my information because I want help with my needs, I want it to be a legitimate business and not someone who's just selling my leads. And so we go through and we look for some of the telltale signs that might crop up, like P.O. boxes, virtual offices, and locations that don't exist, and things that are against Google My Business's terms of service for having a listing. And so they have a really great form on Google that allows you to report inaccuracies and crap on the map. And so if you see it, report it. And so you'd be surprised at how much it can help.
Yeah, that's a great tip. So if you see it, report it. Is there anything else you can do?
Once you report it, you can get other people to report it. So we have people in the industry that are really big Google guides, like Bill. I see Bill sitting over there, but he's awesome. And sometimes if there's like something really bad going on that's shady, like get someone who's got a high Google guides to also submit as well. Might be a little helpful. So yeah. Some of the other basic tips is just going through and posting images frequently, and don't just add like 10 and think that you're done. We constantly encourage our clients to be uploading pictures. Just even with the geotagging off your phone, like it shows that like one of my HVAC clients, we'll have them take pictures from all locations, like when it shows their service area that they work in too. And then also obviously on location. And we never post stock photos. So no one wants to see stock photos. They're so obvious. It makes you look like you're not a legitimate business. So legitimate businesses can take their own pictures.
It's a great tip. So going into 2020, besides all of these awesome tips that you already have given, anything for digital marketers to ensure their success going into the new year?
So probably one of the biggest things, since I deal with a lot of development, a lot of coding, is I focus a lot on schema and optimizing the website appropriately depending on the niche and the topic and the location. I just educate myself, and it's a constant process because it's always changing and evolving. And it's another one of those things, you don't want to just set it and forget it, because they're constantly adding new features, new ways to mark up our content to give Google clues as to what it is. And so being able to do that is what causes some of the most coolest things when people search on your topics. Your events, if your events aren't marked up, they're not going to show up when people are searching for local events. And so frequently asked questions, that's one of the new ones that came out like within the last year or so. And most of these websites have an FAQ page, and but maybe they haven't been marked up. And so those are things, really easy things to go back and do and fix. So
awesome. Yeah, super easy. And then just going forward for SEMRush, any little hints you want to give us for 2020?
Oh man, I will tell you that so if you don't know, I am such a fangirl. I've been a user of the tool since like 2009. I'm pretty sure, like I went back and looked up my start date, but I stumbled upon it really, really early on and just was amazed by the tool. So I've used it. It's the one that I've consistently used over the years. And so just getting to be a part of working with a company has been amazing, obviously. But I get so giddy about all the cool things that they're working on. You guys, I can't even tell you, the development teams and the product owners, like, they are incredible. And they want our feedback. They're not actual marketers themselves that are developing, so they want our ideas. They want to know, like, what are our frustrations? What are the things, the insights that we don't get from their tools or any tools that we'd like to see? And so they're so open to integrating those ideas, so do not be afraid to speak out. The SEMRush group on Facebook is amazing, and it's a great place to go if you have questions, and not just about the tool set itself, but just about SEO or pay-per-click and anything in general. And so no question is too dumb. It's like the best place to go and it's just fun, and it's a nice way to be a part of the community. But we always do announcements in there, and we also, a lot of times they'll do beta groups and let people have access to the tools before they're released and be testers. And if you're in the group, you usually get first dibs to that. So if you are a SEMRush subscriber and you're not in the Facebook group, I recommend doing that. Are some cool tool, improvements and tools coming out that are new that I can't tell you about, but if you join the group, you might get access to test them out.
Join the group. That's a good tip. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.